Marcus Nelson is back to return for the Mud Ducks, as well as Dominic Cagle. The Wasatch Revolution bring a 2-0 record to this contest, while the Mud Ducks are currently at 0-2 and looking for their first win as a franchise. Picks up. No return. The fans for Wasatch were trying hard to get him to bring it out, but Golden Wetman is famous for that leg. And after kicking it deep, Golden Wetman lines up to play safety as well. Kicker and safety. So the Mud Ducks will start their first possession from the 20-yard line. Before the game, Coach Cherry said the youth of this offense is one of the benefits of the team. Now, they lack an experience, but being young, it's going to be harder for them to get tired, whereas the Wasatch Rev, the average age is over 30. There's a bunch of kids just out of high school, just out of college for this Mud Ducks team. So the young versus the old in this game. Just underway, and we already have a penalty on the first play. Appears to be a substitution issue against the Mud Ducks. I think they left the huddle with too many people. And that's one of the problems of youth. Now the rule is you can have 12, 13, 14 guys in there, but you need to have 11 break the huddle. And if more than 11 break the huddle, it's going to be a penalty. 5-yard penalty. It brings up 1st and 15 on this opening drive for the Mud Ducks. Mud Ducks go with 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers, and 1 back. Straight up the gut. Give to the running back. Tackle made by Justin Walker, who's playing in his first game. Carry was by Brian Bell. Justin Walker's a veteran of the Wasatch Revolution, but because of scheduling conflicts, hasn't been able to game yet. First game of the season for him. Definitely a stalwart on that Revolution defense. That brings up a 2nd and 14 after that gain of 1, maybe 1.5. Jason Soto, the quarterback, is in the shotgun. He's got 4 wide receivers to work with. Drops back, doesn't have a lot of time. That's Casey Sutera right there with the sack. I don't even know if he got touched. Defensive end Casey Sutera sacks quarterback Josh Soter for a loss of what appears to be about 3 or 4. It's going to bring up a 3rd and very long, 3rd and 17.
Quarterback sack on the play, loss of 3 yards.
Third and 17 for the Mud Ducks. Soter back in the shotgun again with Brian Bell alongside of him. He's got 4 wide receivers to work with. The Rev rush 6. He does not have much time. Scrambles to his right, and it looks like he might have a safety here. Safety by about 4 of the Wasatch Revolution. Sutera was in there, DeVoe was in there, Tracy Ida was in there as well, and Clint Ackerman. All 4 of them had a shot at a safety right there. So after 4 plays, the Mud Ducks went negative 20 yards and got sacked for a safety. Now, you don't see a lot of safeties. You don't see a lot of safeties, period. So what's going to happen is they're going to bring out their kicking unit. They have the option to either kick off or their kicker can actually punt it. Or if they've got a separate punter, they can bring in the punter and he can punt it. The Wasatch Revolution will line up in a regular kick return. Difference is instead of kicking it off from the 35 or the 40 like you normally do after a touchdown, they've got to kick it off from the 20. So the Rev will have very good field position to start their first drive on offense. Back deep for the Revs, RMFL veteran and superstar Harold Reagan and Hayes Page.
off for the Mud Ducks, number 8, Brandon Flores.
Brandon Flores with the kick. Kick is up, it's short. Looks like Hayes Page is going to try to take it off a bounce. He gets it ahead of his blockers, finds a hole. He could be gone, just the punter to beat. Punter slows him down just enough. Still not down. It's taking about 3 Mud Ducks to get Hayes Page down. Great return. Caught the ball in front of his blockers, and he was gone. Return of about 44 yards.
44-yard return off the kick. It'll be Wasatch Revolution ball. It's first and 10.
Great field position for the Wasatch Revolution on their first offensive possession. They'll be starting at the 22-yard line. Charlie Peterson is nursing an ailing hamstring this week that he suffered in last week's game up in Idaho. We'll see if that affects him very much. He's got 3 wide receivers to work with, and Ave Hunkin in the backfield next to him. Taking the ball from shotgun. In motion is J.D. Dawson, number 2. First play right to J.D. Dawson. A little bit low on the pass. Catchable ball, incomplete. That'll bring up a 2nd and 10. It's a little bit of a miscommunication between Charlie and JD. It appeared that Charlie thought the hole was right there and JD would stop. JD was still moving, and because of that, it was a little bit behind and low. It's a little conversation between the two right there. Not sure who was in the wrong. Usually the quarterback will tell you it's the receiver, and the receiver will tell you it's the quarterback. Brings up a 2nd and 10. Once again, 3 wide receivers. Ave Hunkin in the backfield next to him. Hayes Page comes in as a running back, takes the snap. Big hole. He's tough to bring down. Gain of 8 on the play. Ave Hunkin. Ave lined up as the slot wide receiver, motion into the backfield to give the Wasatch Rev a 2-back set, and was able to take it off tackle for 8 yards. That'll bring up a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2 for the Wasatch Revolution here on their first drive. Takes a snap, the quick pitch. Hayes once again, Hayes Page, good enough for a 1st down. Not a lot on the play, but just enough for the 1st down. Appears he got 3-4 yards. Revolution lined up in a stack formation to the left on that play. Hayes Page just took a quick pitch out of the shotgun and was able to get just the amount of yards that he needed. I'll bring up a 1st and 10 for the Wasatch Revolution from the 11-yard line. Hatfield seeing his first time in the game there in the slot to the right. Ryan Lang, who's been their big playmaker, slot to the left. 4 wide receivers, Ave Hunkin in the backfield with Charlie Peterson once again. Takes a snap, the slant route, right to JD. Looks like it's a touchdown. Waiting for the signal. Touchdown, J.D. Dawson. Slant route, easy as that. Look, appeared as if both the slot route, both the wide receiver in the slot, Hatfield, and J.D. Dawson both ran slant routes. Hatfield took the safety out of the picture, so it was man-for-man coverage with J.D. Dawson. And as a wide receiver, you love seeing that single coverage with the guy playing you the outside. J.D. made a good move, went to the inside, and Charlie made a perfect throw. Touchdown, Wasatch Revolution. Bringing the score to 8-0, pending the extra point. Kick is up, and good. Golden Weapon with the extra point. J.D. Dawson holding after scoring the touchdown. Double duty for J.D. So with 7:17 left in the first quarter, the Wasatch Revolution now lead 9-0. Those first 5 minutes of the game, everything seems to be working for the Wasatch Revolution. Well, 7:17 left in the first quarter. Wasatch Revolution 9, Mud Ducks 0. We're going to go ahead and take a break right here. so it's called KPDR TV 19. We should keep it running. Welcome back to the RMFL football game between the Wasatch Revolution and the Rocky Mountain Mud Ducks. Once again, Golden Wetman has kicked it off into the end zone for a touchback. So the Mud Ducks will start from their own 20 and their second offensive possession of the game. Score is 9-0 for the Wasatch Revolution with 7 minutes remaining in the first quarter. It's a quick screen outside the wide receiver. Good for about 5 yards. The first positive play for the Mud Ducks. On the catch, Cody Bergen. Bringing up a manageable second down and about 5, maybe 4.5 yards for the Mud Ducks.
Second 5 from the 25-yard line.
Now for a team that's getting a lot of pressure, that's a good way to start off this second possession for the Mud Ducks. On the drop back pass they had in that first possession, quarterback Josh Soder was having a hard time finding receivers because there was so much pressure. Best way to remedy that is with quick passes. 2nd and 5, Soder in the shotgun. 3 receivers to his right. He looks that way, got a slant. Almost intercepted by Clayton Wolf. It was in the basket right there, bounced off his knee. And that's why Clayton Wolf is playing defensive back. Right to him. It looked as if the wide receiver may have stopped on his route, didn't know the ball was coming to him. Can't do that to your quarterback, especially on a slant route like that with the cornerback playing behind him. That'll bring up a 3rd down and about 4 yards for the Mud Ducks. Big play to see if this offense can get going and help the defense out by having a long drive that can keep this powerful Wasatch Revolution offense off the fields. 3rd and 5 for quarterback Soder. He's got 3 wide receivers to the right. Running back to his right side as well. He's going to roll right. He's got Sutera chasing him down. He's got a receiver. Oh, almost intercepted once again by Harold Reagan. Went up for it with one hand. Probably should have used both hands, and he would have had an interception. That brings up a 4th down. The Mud Ducks have a decision to make. Will they bring out their punter? Appears as if they're bringing out the punter. Punter Brandon Balzer is back, number 8. He'll be punting to Harold Reagan, fastest man in the RFL. He's won that distinction numerous times at the end of the year festivities. Well, the punt is up. Kicks it close to the sideline. It's not going to be a return. Goes out of bounds around the 34-yard line. Little discussion between the referees. It'll be interesting to see what it is. I don't see a flag on the field right now. Maybe I'm missing it. Oh, there's a flag on the sideline. Okay. They're saying false start against the Mud Ducks. Some of the refs are saying let's decline it, but you don't have that option when it's a false start. It's a dead ball, and they got to re-kick. That'll be 4th and 9, and they're going to bring the punter back out, Brandon Balzer. Harold Reagan will have a second chance at a punt return right now. The Rev line up in a punt return formation. Oh, he punted the other direction this time. Looks like it's going to go out of bounds once again. Around the 39-40-yard line. It'll be interesting to see where the ref marks it. Right on the 40-yard line. So that'll give the Wasatch Revolution very good field position once again. With about 6 minutes and 30 seconds left, the Wasatch Revolution will get the ball for the second time. They have a 9-0 lead. Quick huddle for the Wasatch Revolution, and they're ready to go. 3 wide receivers, 2 to the left for Charlie Peterson, J.D. Dawson to the right. It's been a switch in the backfield. Orlando Paloa will line up next to Charlie Peterson. Peterson the shotgun. He's going to give to Paloa. Big hole right there. Nice job by 43 to slow down Paloa, but he is still going. Good for about 19, almost 20 yards. Great run by Orlando Paloa. Well, it appeared as if Mason Dutton was going to tackle him for a short gain, maybe 2 or 3. Did a good job of slowing him down, but couldn't hold on, and because of that, it's a 19-yard gain for the Wasatch Revolution.
10 for the Wasatch Revolution from the 41-yard line.
Bring up a 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line for Charlie Peterson in this Wasatch Revolution offense. 4 wide receivers in. It's the first time we've seen Tyson Wagner and Jarvis Oliver today. 4 wide receivers for Charlie. He's going to drop back. Looking deep. Jarvis Oliver can't quite get there. Looked like good coverage by Tyler Koneski, but it appears as if they're going to throw a flag for pass interference. I think he held on a little too long to Jarvis. Didn't give Jarvis an opportunity to make that catch. No, they're saying it's offensive pass interference. Loss of downs. Wow. Offensive pass interference on Jarvis Oliver. Apparently Tyler Koneski had a chance at that ball. So it's a 15-yard penalty and a loss of down. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 25.
Loss of 15 on the play. 2nd 25 from the Wasatch Revolution, 44-yard line.
Once again, the Wasatch Revolution are going to line up with 4 wide receivers. Orlando Paloa in the backfield next to Charlie Peterson, who's in the shotgun. That's Ryan Lang in motion. He's going to stay in to block. Quick pass. Pass caught by Trevor Jensen. Good for about 14 yards and make up more than half of the distance they had. Bringing up a makeable 3rd and 11. Still going to be 3rd and long. Trevor Jensen just ran just a stop route, went about 10 yards, was able to catch the ball. Charlie threw it a little bit high, turned and got a few extra yards, as you can see right here. Fought for about 2-3 extra yards. Good catch by Trevor.
Roll the clock. Thank you.
3rd and 11 for the Wasatch Revolution. About 5.5 minutes left in the game. 3 wide receivers to the left for Charlie Peterson. He's going to roll left right now. Throws it quick. Great catch. Great throw. It appeared as if Trevor Jensen actually fell on the route. It was just a comeback route. Fell, was able to get back up just in time to catch the ball. You see Charlie right here. He rolls to the left and just throws it before he gets hit. Trevor Jensen gets up, makes a great catch. Great catch. Out of bounds at about the 26-yard line, bringing up another 1st down for the Wasatch Revolution. It's one of the reasons Charlie Peterson's been possibly, arguably, the best player in this league for a long time. Can throw going left, he can throw going right, he can throw from the pocket. He loves doing it all as a quarterback. Quick handoff to Orlando Paloa up the middle. He's got a lot of room right there to move. Tackle made by Brandon Smith of the Mud Ducks, but not until after Orlando gained another 15 yards and gained another 1st down for the Wasatch Revolution. See on the replay here, he got through that first line of defense, and there was nobody near him until he got to about 15, 16 yards. Wasatch Revolution in the huddle right here. 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line. Revolution are going to go with 3 wide receivers to the right. Trevor Jensen to the left. Orlando Paloa still in the backfield with Charlie Peterson in the shotgun. It's going to be a handoff to Orlando again. Near tackle right there. Orlando's fighting hard. for that touchdown. Doesn't get it, but he did get enough for another first down for the Wasatch Revolution. It's going to be first and goal from the 1 yard line. Here's right here. Pene Muti had a chance at the tackle, but didn't have enough strength to get the big back, Orlando Paloa, down. Orlando pulled a couple of guys for a few yards until he got to the 2 yard line. It's going to be first and goal from the 2. Tracy Eda, the defensive end, is just checked in. See if he plays tight end, fullback, or how they use Tracy. It's the first time we're going to see the Wasatch Revolution go under center. Every other play's been in shotgun. There's a timeout on the field. The Rocky Mountain Mud Ducks want to talk this over, see if they can do something to slow down this powerful Wasatch offense. Eric Drades, head coach of the Wasatch Revolution, and he has been since the inception of this team 3 years ago. He is currently the second all-time leading receiver in BYU Cougar history. For the longest time, he was the leading receiver until Austin Colley came along and broke a lot of his records. If you watch the Revolution enough, there will be a game or two where Coach Eric Drage will actually suit up and relive the glory days as a wide receiver, and he's still got the moves. All right, first and goal for the Wasatch Revolution from the 2 yard line. Charlie Peterson under center for the first time. 3 backs in the backfield, no wide receivers, going with the 2 tight end set, 3 backs. Hand off to Orlando Paloa. Looks like the Mud Ducks did a good job of stopping him, but they're going to go ahead. One ref signaling touchdown. The other ref has not signaled yet. But it is a touchdown for the Wasatch Revolution. Orlando Paloa with a 2 yard carry. Bringing the score to 15-0 for the Wasatch Revolution, pending the extra point.
Number 11, Golden Whitman.
Golden Whitman lining up for the extra point. J.D. Dawson is the holder. A lot of movement. I'm not sure who they're going to call this on. It appears as if the Mud Ducks move first. We'll see what the refs say.
False start.
No, on the Revolution, false start. Make the kick a little bit longer for Golden, but still definitely makeable with his leg. Extra point from the 15 yard line now. Snap is up. J.D. Dawson catches it. Looks for Orlando. Looks for Golden Whitman. Golden Whitman takes a huge hit from Tyler Koneski. Looked like a good snap. Appears as if J.D. Dawson just dropped the hold. But J.D.'s a good athlete, so he's able to scramble out and look for someone to throw to. Found Golden across the field, but Golden got tattooed because of it. Keeps the score at 15-0 for the Wasatch Revolution with just under 4 minutes to play in the first quarter. Here in Murray, Utah, for a football game between the Wasatch Revolution and the Rocky Mountain Mud Ducks. The kick is up by Golden Whitman and out of the end zone once again. His third kick and his third touchback.
Rocky Mountain Mud Ducks ball, 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line.
For the third straight time, the Rocky Mountain Mud Ducks will start their offensive possession from the 20-yard line. The Mud Ducks are yet to get a first down. The first drive resulted in a loss of 20 yards and a safety. Didn't get going forward at all. And on their second drive, they started with a 5-yard pitch and catch, and after that were not able to get any more positive yards and had to punt. So 0 for 2 on the first 2 possessions. See what the offense brings this time. Quarterback Josh Soder once again will go from the shotgun. He's got running back Brian Bell alongside of him with 4 wide receivers this time. Denver Lewis goes in motion. He's going to take the handoff around the end. A lot of red jerseys. This Wasatch Revolution defense is very fast. It appeared as if he had a chance to, at first, he's going to have some space, but the Wasatch Revolution collapses fast. Harold Reagan looks a little shaken up on the play, but then jumps up. No big deal. If there's anybody that's been through that before, it's Harold Reagan. He's been around a long time. I believe he's 63 years old or something like that. It'll bring up a 2nd and 8 yards for the Mud Ducks and quarterback Josh Soder. 2 wide receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Running back Brian Bell alongside in the shotgun formation. Takes a snap, drop back. Oh, the first opportunity the Mud Ducks have for a first down. Pass by Joe Soder to Brandon Balser on the incompletion. Brandon Balser had a chance at a big play. I think he was a little too excited. Good throw by Soder. Wide receiver's got to help his quarterback out on that play. 3rd and 8 now for the Rocky Mountain Mud Ducks. Still have not converted a first down in this game. Soder in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers once again. The Revolution brings 6. Doesn't look like he's going to have a whole lot of time. Got to get rid of the ball. It's going right to Harold Reagan. Interception for Harold Reagan. Out of bounds at the 38-yard line. One of the best safeties in the history of the RMFL. Played college ball at both LSU and the University of Utah. Very good player. Plays that center field as good as anybody. As you see right here, quarterback just overthrew his wide receiver, and Harold Reagan was right there for the interception. So 1st and 10 for Charlie Peterson in this Wasatch Revolution offense. Currently have a 15-0 lead with just over 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Charlie Peterson in the shotgun once again. 3 wide receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Ave Hunkin in the backfield with him. Charlie takes a snap, has all the time in the world. Looks to his dump off to Ave Hunkin. Good enough for about 14 yards and another first down. Ave Hunkin on the reception.
Number 17, Charlie Peterson, pass to Ave Hunkin. 14-yard gain on the play.
Miles Jones, wide receiver number 3, seeing some playing time right now in that offense.
1st and 10 from the 28-yard line.
1st and 10 for the Wasatch Revolution. About the 27 going in. They've had nothing but success today. The only bad play for them has been a missed extra point. Botched snap. 1st and 10 from the 27. Charlie Peterson in shotgun once again. Ave Hunkin to his left. 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Drops back, looks left. Goes back to the right. He's got Trevor Jensen, and he was tackled by the defensive back. That's going to be a pass interference right there. It's an easy call for the referee. In fact, I think the defensive back prevented a touchdown, so it's actually a good pass interference. You see right here, Charlie gets the ball away. Very good throw right there. It looks like it would have been a touchdown. That's a 15-yard penalty, and that's going to bring up another first down for the Wasatch Revolution.
15-yard penalty and an automatic Wasatch Revolution first down. Excuse me, man. It's not 15 yards. It was half the distance to the goal.
1st and 10 for the Wasatch Revolution from the 14-yard line. It's a handoff to Ryan Lang, the do-it-all wide receiver / running back for the Wasatch Revolution, who through the first 2 games of the season has 5 touchdowns. That handoff off tackle to Lang, good for about 3 yards. You see right here, finds a small opening, but good tackle by Matt Murray for the Mud Ducks. Brings up a 2nd and 7 with just under 3 minutes to play in the first quarter. Charlie Peterson in the shotgun, 2nd and about 7 yards. Snaps over his head. He hurries to get it. doesn't look super athletic on the play, and the Mud Ducks are able to recover the ball. Big turnover for them. See if this will get some momentum for this offense. There's a flag on the play as well, and I believe it's after the play. It will be Mud Duck ball. Bad snap on the play. Not the best effort by Charlie to get to that ball. Fumble recovered by Matt Murray, who was in on the tackle the play before. It's back-to-back good plays for Matt Murray.
What you have up here is what they've got. They're keeping nothing. Okay. So I'll switch to yours then because we were so dramatic.
So the Wasatch Revolution defense is back on the field. The referees are still discussing what happened on the play, how they're going to mark off this penalty.
Cavs, that's going to bring up the end of the first quarter. Personal foul, Mud Ducks.
Personal fouls being called on the Mud Ducks. It's going to be a 15-yard penalty when their offense comes onto the field.
And a loss of down.
That does bring us to the end of the first quarter, where the Wasatch Revolution lead the Rocky Mountain Mud Ducks 15-0.
Cavs, we want to thank you for your patience with us here. We're
We're going to go ahead and take a break here on the Larry Sewell prediction versus the Rocky Mountain Mud Ducks. The first play is a quick pass outside to the right. There is a flag on the play. Ball was incomplete. We'll see what the refs say. Appears to be a false start against the Mud Ducks. That's not what they need, but the penalty has been declined. Interesting. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10. Now, normally a false start's a dead ball, and you don't get to decline it. Not quite sure why they were able to do that. Well, Josh Soder's going to go under center right here. 2nd and 10 for the Mud Ducks. 2 wide receivers. Brian Bell in the backfield. He will get the carry off tackle. He's got some move. Got some room right there, I should say. Tackle made by Sean Matangi. Good for about 4.5, 5 yards. One of the better plays for the Mud Ducks offense this afternoon. You see right here, he just goes off tackle, has a lot of room. Got to give some credit to that offensive line for the Mud Ducks. Nice play and a good run by Brian Bell. So it's 3rd down and 5 with 11.5 minutes left in the second quarter. Quarterback Josh Soder is going to take the ball from the shotgun. Got Brian Bell in the backfield alongside. 2 wide receivers to his left and 1 to his right. Wasatch Revolution brings 6 guys. And Brian Bell right up the right tackle right there. Good for about 20 yards. He's still going. Outstanding run. Best play of the afternoon for the Rocky Mountain Mud Ducks.
Gain of 20 on the play results in the Mud Ducks first down.
Brian Bell looks a little tired. I don't think he's shaking up. It just needs a little bit of a blow after the back-to-back carries. Good for 25 between the 2 carries. Most production they've seen so far. So that'll bring up a 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line. Soder's going to take the ball from the shotgun again. He's got 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side. Doesn't have a lot of time. Got a lot of red shirts back there. Big time sack right there for the Wasatch Revolution. Loss of about 6 yards. Looks as if Justin Walker was in on it as well as Sean Matangi. A lot of red jerseys out there.
Quarterback sack by the Revolution. Loss of 6 on the play.
That's going to bring up a 2nd and 16.
2nd and 16.
About 10 minutes left in the second quarter.
On the 36-yard line.
Brian Bell still doesn't return to the game. They've got Juan Pave at running back alongside Josh Soder at quarterback. He's got 4 wide receivers in the game, 2 to each side. 2nd and 16. 4 down linemen for the Revolution. They bring 5. Handoff to Pave. No gain on the play. Tackle made once again by Justin Walker. Called his name a lot already. First game. Got those fresh legs. He told me before the game he might be a little rusty, but doesn't look like there's any rust at all. Third and long for the Rocky Mountain Mud Ducks. Looking at a 3rd and 16 with just over 9 minutes left to play in the second quarter. Mud Ducks line up with 3 wide receivers to the left side. Soder's in the shotgun again. 3 down linemen for the Revolution. Revolution bringing 5. Rolls to his left. Sees a guy open. Great catch by Cody Bergen. Good for about, looks like that's about 35 yards on the catch. Cody Bergen, great throw by Soder. Beat Sean Kelly in coverage. You see right here, he just throws it up. Bergen had him beat. Soder threw it off his back foot, underthrew him just a little bit, but Bergen did a good job of coming back and making the catch over Sean Kelly. That's 1st and 10 for Soder. He finds Denver Lewis across the middle with a lot of room to run, and he's got a touchdown. Back-to-back huge plays by the Rocky Mountain Mud Ducks. 35-yard pass to Cody Bergen, and then Denver Lewis on the 27-yard touchdown reception. Lots of momentum for this Mud Duck offense after the turnover by the Revolution. Brings the score to 15-6 pending the extra point. Brandon Balzer in to kick the extra point. There's a flag on the play. Ref's calling illegal substitution. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty. Another try here from the extra point for Brandon Balzer. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up. And it's good. Score's now 15-7. Wasatch Revolution still have the lead. But a big play by Denver Lewis. 27-yard touchdown. It'll be interesting to see what the Wasatch Revolution offense does coming back out. It appeared that nothing could go wrong for the Revolution, both defensively and offensively, until that high snap over quarterback Charlie Peterson's head. Charlie thought he was going to get the ball, but those footballs bounced in a funny way, and he was not able to get it. Recovery by the Mud Ducks at the end of the first quarter, and they've had all the momentum since. Their offense for the first time had a couple of first downs, and then the big touchdown reception by Denver Lewis. It was just a crossing route. Soder found him across the middle, and there were no red jerseys around until he got to Harold Reagan about the 1-yard line, and there was nothing Reagan could do at that point. So, folks, we got ourselves a game now, 15-7. The Wasatch Revolution are still leading the game and about to receive the ball. Mud Ducks line up for the kickoff. Brandon Balzer, who has the punting and kicking duties for this team, will kick off shortly. It's a low line drive. Ryan Lane catches the ball going backwards. He's got some blockers ahead of him. Big hole. And it looks like they're going to call a clip right there. It appeared as if Ben Black got hit from the back. Good return by Ryan Lang, almost to the 40-yard line, but this will be brought back. See if it is a clip like I think. So taking a little while deliberating here. Block in the back. It is a clip on the Wasatch Revolution, so they're going to mark it off from the spot of the foul, which is about the 37. So it looks like it'll be Wasatch Revolution ball, 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. Just over 8 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Revolution are holding on to an 8-point lead, and they're back on the field for the first time since the fumbled snap.
appears to be a rotation at running back each possession. Abe Hunkin had the first and third series, Orlando Palou with the second and now the fourth series for the Revolution. Charlie Peterson in the shotgun, hands off to the aforementioned Orlando Palou, good for about a half yard, maybe a yard. Nice job by that front seven for the Mud Ducks.
Second and 9 for the Wasatch Revolution from the 23-yard line.
A few people on the tackle there. Looked like Matt Murray was in there once again. He's doing a lot for that Mud Duck defense right now.
See on the replay about 3 or 4 Mud Ducks were in on that tackle. We'll bring up a 2nd and 9 for the Wasatch Revolution. 7.5 minutes left to play here in the second quarter. Charlie Peterson once again in the shotgun. He's got one receiver to his right and 3 to his left. Orlando Palou in the backfield again. Ball's up. It's J.D. Dawson. He's got a first down. He's dancing around. A lot of purple coming to get him. He is a yard past the first down.
Number 2, J.D. Dawson.
J.D. Dawson on the catch, good for 10 yards. J.D. Dawson's been busy today.
First down.
Until today, Ryan Lang had been the go-to guy, but here you see J.D. Dawson making a catch and trying to make some moves. A couple guys on the tackle there. Number 22, Sal Cavillo, right there with the big hit right at the end. So 1st and 10 for the Wasatch Revolution from the 34-yard line. Charlie Peterson in the shotgun again. He's got 2 wide receivers to his left. J.D. Dawson to his right. Snap from the shotgun to hitch and go. Beautiful throw by Charlie Peterson. Beautiful. Couldn't have thrown it any better. It appeared as if Tyler Koneski, the cornerback, was in pretty good coverage. He didn't bite too much on the hitch and go. J.D. went right there. You can see it in the foreground, the quick spin. Charlie just throws it up and perfect right into the hands of J.D. Dawson.
Gain of about 24 yards on the play. Result of the play is a Wasatch Revolution.
It's good for a gain of about 30 yards. 30 yards on the play from Charlie Peterson to J.D. Dawson. I'll bring up a 1st down and 10 from the 36-yard line. Once again, Charlie Peterson's in the shotgun. 2 wide receivers to his left. He's got 2 to his right as well. Orlando Palou in the backfield. Snap is up. Throw to Hatfield across the middle, and he drops it. May have heard footsteps on the play, or maybe just didn't turn his head in time. Appeared as if Charlie had thrown it before Hatfield had looked. And right as Hatfield looks, you see right here, Charlie throws it. It's a very good throw. Hatfield just turns in time, not able to catch the ball. Brandon Smith was lurking and about to hit him. Hatfield goes 6'5". That's a tall target for Charlie Peterson. So 2nd and 10 from the 36-yard line for the Wasatch Revolution. Currently leading 15-7 over the Rocky Mountain Mud Ducks. Charlie Peterson in the shotgun again. It's a screen to Trevor Jensen. Wow, good catch. They were very fortunate and good enough to get 13 yards. It appeared as if Chris Rosales thought he had an interception, and Trevor stepped right in front of him to make the catch and get the first down. Charlie looks right. It's a decoy. This play is the way they called it. He looks left, and right there, Rosales thought he had an interception. Trevor Jensen stepped in front of him, makes the guy miss. Good enough for a first down for the Wasatch Revolution. Jensen was also the beneficiary of some good blocks upfield. So 1st and 10 for the Wasatch Revolution. 5.5 minutes to play here in the second quarter. 4 wide receivers in, 2 to each side. Peterson in the shotgun again. He takes the snap. Corner route by Hatfield. Wonderful catch, one-handed, but he was not able to keep his feet in bounds. Beautiful catch, though. Trying to make up for the drop he had earlier. Goes up with one hand and makes a beautiful catch. Charlie throws the corner route to him right here. Just lobs it up. As you see right here, he jumps up, and that first foot right on the white. Now, in this league, you only need 1 foot in bounds. It's like college. He didn't need to have 2 feet in, but he was not able to get either foot in. So 2nd and 10 for the Wasatch Revolution from the 23-yard line. Peterson's going to go from the shotgun again. Mud Ducks go with a 3 down lineman. They're going to
going to send Tyson Wagner in motion. Handoff to Paloa. Gets through that first line of defenders. Got some room to run. Missed tackle. Good enough for 13 yards. And another first down for the Wasatch Revolution. Good run by Orlando Paloa. Great blocking up front by that offensive line. Gets through that first hole. And there's not a lot of purple after that. Another good run by Orlando. So first down and 10 for the Wasatch Revolution. They're at the 11-yard line of the Mud Ducks. Peterson's going from the shotgun again. Another handoff to Paloa, but it's a fumble. Another turnover by the Wasatch Revolution in the red zone. Second time this has happened. Now the Mud Ducks are trying to run it back, but they are playing college rules, I think. Well, no, you know what? I don't know if anybody touched him, but the refs blew the whistle. No, because in this league, you do not have to, or it's not college rules. You have to be touched down. I don't think anybody touched him down. We'll see right here on the replay. Orlando Paloa just doesn't get the snap. Yeah, Orlando must have touched him right there. I'm not sure if he did, but that's what the refs called, and they blew the whistle. So it's going to be Mud Duck ball, 1st and 10, heading out at their own 14-yard line, we'll call it. 4.5 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Defense has come up with 2 big stops on the last 2 possessions, getting turnovers right when they need it in the red zone. So Josh Soder is going to take the snap from the shotgun. He's got 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side. It's 1st and 10 for the Mud Ducks. 4 minutes to play in the second quarter. 4-down lineman. Soder fakes the snap, keeps it himself. He's got a lot of room to run. Great play by Josh Soder. Good for about 9.5, almost a first down. It's going to bring up a very manageable 2nd and about 1 yard. Looked like he was going to get stopped in the backfield. He fakes the snap, fakes the handoff to Brian Bell, and takes it himself. Waits for a second, shows good patience, sees a hole open. And then Clayton Wolf was in on the stop. 9-yard gain for the Rocky Mountain Mud Ducks, bringing up a 2nd and 1. Soder will take the snap once again from the shotgun. He's got Brian Bell to his left, 4 wide receivers. He's going to give it to Brian Bell. And Justin Walker in on the stop. Loss of 3 yards. Big play. Justin Walker came in untouched, was able to stop Brian Bell before he could even do anything. As soon as he got the handoff, Justin Walker was right there. Great tackle. 3rd and about 4.5 yards here for the Rocky Mountain Mud Ducks. Clock is rolling just under 3 minutes now. Revolution defense trying to get the ball back to their offense. Revolution bring 5. Soder with the throw. He's got a guy wide open. It's caught out of bounds, but first down by J-Mo Owens, a former Wasatch Revolution player now playing for the Mud Ducks, was able to get wide open down the field. Soder found him late, kind of throws off his back foot because he's feeling the pressure, and because that wasn't able to lead him, but still able to get the ball there. Right out of the outstretched hands of Sean Harper. Big play for the Rocky Mountain Mud Ducks. With 2.5 minutes left, Rocky Mountain Mud Ducks have the ball 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line. Whistles are blown by the referees. Some discussion right now. Appears as if there's a scoreboard issue. Referees are still talking about what's going on. They're trying to fix the scoreboard right now, make sure the clock is correct. It should read 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Soder's in the shotgun once again. Oh, whistles are blown again. Started the clock a little too early. Want it back at 2:40. Josh Soder's going to take the snap from center.
Oh, it's the lens.
Or not from center, from the shotgun. He's got 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side. He's got a lot of time. Clayton Wolf in coverage. Pass intended for Cody Berg. It looks like they got their feet tangled. The refs are not going to call a pass interference on this play. They're going to let that one go. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10 for the Rocky Mountain Mud Ducks with 2 minutes and 33 seconds to play. The Mud Ducks line up with 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side. Brian Bell in the backfield next to Josh Soder. Snap is up. The give is to Sam Longy, who's playing running back. His first time at running back there. Good for, looks like he got stopped at the line of scrimmage. So that'll bring up a 3rd and 10 right here. Tackle is made by Justin Walker once again. Hit on a lot of plays already this game. It's going to be 3rd and 10 with 2 minutes and 13 seconds to play. The Mud Ducks will line up with 2 wide receivers to the right, 2 wide receivers to the left. Sam Longy still in the backfield next to Josh Soder.
We are in the 2-minute warning.
2-minute warning right now. The referees have stopped the game for a brief timeout for the 2-minute warning. It's going to be a 3rd and 10 for Rocky Mountain Mud Ducks when we come back. Third and 10 for the Mud Ducks right now. They line up with 4 wide receivers. Sam Long in the backfield trying to help out Soder. He rolls right. He's got some time. Finds a receiver. Incomplete pass. Very good throw by Soder. Little bit high. Intended for Dominic Cagle. Sean Harper in on the stop. It's going to be 4th and 10. They will be bringing in the punting unit most likely. You see here, Soder does everything he can. Rolls right. Buys a little bit of time for his wide receiver and throws it. It's a hard throw. Up high, very catchable ball, but Sean Harper hits the receiver before he's able to corral it. Great play by Harper. 4th down for the Mud Ducks. Just under 2 minutes to play, 1:55 right now. Clock did stop for the incomplete pass. So Brandon Balser will be in to punt. Returning for the Wasatch Revolution, our golden weapon number 11. Looks as if it's a fake. There is a penalty flag on the play. It'll be interesting to see what it is. Actually had an open receiver, but Brandon Balser, the punter, overthrew him. We'll see what the flag is.
Pass by Brandon Balser is incomplete. Flag on the play. Dead ball. Ball start.
It's a false start on the Mud Ducks, so
4th down. 5-yard penalty.
they're going to go ahead and bring him back 5 yards. And normally when the penalty's on you, that's not a good thing. But in this case, the Mud Ducks are actually lucky that it's a dead ball penalty, and they've got to re-punt. Earlier, the Revolution declined a false start. I wasn't sure how that worked, but they did it. I don't think the refs are going to allow them to do it this time. They're going to bring the punting unit back on, and Harold Reagan and Hayes Page are back deep to return this kick for the Wasatch Revolution. Revolution would have loved to have declined that and taken the ball right there at the 47 going in with just under 2 minutes to play for their offense. The offense needs a little bit of momentum right now after back-to-back turnovers in the red zone heading in. Brandon Balser back to punt for the Rocky Mountain Mud Ducks. 1 minute and 50 to play. It's a high punt. Harold Reagan is going to let it bounce. Bounces backwards, and Clayton Wolf gets clocked by a combination of Denver Lewis and Devin Keeling. Wow. Clayton Wolf takes a risk and pays for it right there. It's going to be Wasatch Revolution ball at the 28-yard line. Minute and 47 seconds left in the half. Going to be in the 2-minute offense, see if they can get some points here. Offense started off hot. The first 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Everything was clicking until the 3rd possession when a bad snap
caused them to lose the ball. And then on the second possession, they went right back down the field as if nothing had happened in that first possession. But as they brought it inside the 15-yard line, there was a fumbled snap between quarterback Charlie Peterson and Orlando Paloa. Now running back Ave Hunkin is back in the game alongside Charlie Peterson. 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Takes a snap from shotgun. He finds Hatfield across the middle, and Hatfield cannot hold on to it once again. Another drop by Hatfield across the middle. Going to bring up a 2nd and 10. Second and 10 for the Wasatch Revolution. 1 minute and 47 seconds left. You saw on the replay, Hatfield had a chance at it. He just could not hold on to it. Couple opportunities at it. So 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side for the Wasatch Revolution. Charlie Peterson to the shotgun once again. Takes a snap. It's a good snap. Pump fakes to the right and throws to the left there. It's got to be a miscommunication there between wide receiver Ryan Lang and quarterback Charlie Peterson. So after starting off the game with 2 touchdowns, this Wasatch Revolution offense seems to be struggling a little bit after the last 2 plays. 3rd and 10 for the Revolution. There's 1 minute and 38 seconds left in the half. Be interesting to see what Eric Drades draws up for this offense on 3rd and 10. Miles Jones to the left, the speedster number 3. He's got 2 wide receivers left. Dawson and Jensen on his right. Ave Hunkin in the backfield with him. He sees Trevor Jensen with the catch across the middle. Good for a first down. 14 yards on the completion. Big first down on 3rd and 10 when things seem to be sputtering for the Wasatch Revolution. Charlie Peterson finds Trevor Jensen. Big play for the momentum of this offense and the psyche of quarterback Charlie Peterson. They're in the no-huddle offense. 2 wide receivers to the left, 2 to the right once again. Peterson in the shotgun. He takes the snap. He's looking left, comes back right, sees J.D. Dawson wide open. Safety coming. Great throw and catch by J.D. Dawson. Gets out of bounds. Going to stop the clock at the 37-yard line of the Mud Ducks. Looked like that might have been a miscommunication in the secondary right there. I don't know how J.D. Dawson got so open. Probably a cover 2 situation where the safety was looking at the quarterback's eyes, and Charlie Peterson did a good job of looking left before coming back to the right and finding J.D. Dawson wide open down the field. So 1st and 10 for the Wasatch Revolution. 1 minute and 19 left. After a big play like that with J.D. getting out of bounds, this offense doesn't feel like they're in quite a bigger hurry now. 4 wide receivers for Charlie Peterson. J.D. Dawson out of the game. In comes Tyson Wagner. Going to give it to Ave Hunkin up the middle for the run, and Ave Hunkin gets about 4 yards on the play. Tackle made by Chris Rosales, the linebacker. Good job by Rosales slowing down Ave Hunkin. Timeout on the field. Wasatch Revolution going to burn their first timeout right now with 1 minute and 12 seconds left. Eric Drage is going to walk out there and talk to this offense and talk about what they need to do to get the ball in the end zone with just 1 minute and 12 left and 35 yards to go. They've got a 2nd and 8 in front of them. Defensive coordinator for the Mud Ducks is out there as well, talking to the team about what they can do to stop this Revolution offense. They've done a good job on the last 2 possessions. They've been kind of a bend but not break type defense where they've given up some yards, but when they needed it most, they've clamped down. 2 turnovers for them. They've gotten themselves back in this game, and with the big plays by the offense, they are now just down 8, 15-7. The minute left at half. Revolution run up to the ball. Ready to go. 4 wide receivers for Charlie Peterson. Ave Hunkin to his right. Snap is up. He's back. He's getting some pressure. Someone's got his leg. Throws it up to Ave Hunkin. It's back. The ball's live. Ave Hunkin's able to get on it, but he loses about 13 yards. It's going to be Wasatch Revolution ball at the 49. Revolution going to call another timeout. Not a smart play by Charlie Peterson. Throws the ball backwards, trying to hit Ave Hunkin. It looked as if he didn't know the ball was coming. Ball bounced around. Vehunken was able to corral it just in time before he took some hits from that Mud Duck defense. Another timeout by the Wasatch Revolution. There is 1 minute and 2 seconds left in this half, and now the Revolution have 49 yards to go. After a long completion of J.D. Dawson, it appeared as if the offense kind of settled in. It was a little more casual, thinking they didn't need to be in a hurry, but now with 49 yards to go, they've burned 2 timeouts and just a minute left. They're going to have to do something on this play. They're going to need to get at least half of these yards, giving them a manageable 4th down. So 3rd and about 21 yards for the Wasatch Revolution. Revolution come out in a 4 wide receiver set, 2 to the left, 2 to the right, but Trevor Jensen's going to go down in a 3-point stance, disguise himself as a tight end. They went with the quick snap, and the refs blew the play dead. They're going to discuss who jumped first. My Ducks are saying it was the Rev, but the refs aren't buying it. Junior Selu was trying to sell his case. He's saying, no, they jumped first, but refs weren't buying it. So 5 free yards for the Wasatch Revolution, bringing up a 3rd at about 16. Once again, Trevor Jensen, the wide receiver, is going to go down a 3-point stance, disguise himself as a tight end. Revolution tried to do it again, but this time big Steve Hansen, left tackle, jumped first. So now the ball's going to go right back to where it was. Another 3rd and 21. So after an encroachment and a false start, we're right back where we started 2 plays ago. Third and 21, just under a minute left in the first half. 2 wide receivers to the left, Charlie Peterson in the shotgun. He's got J.D. Dawson to his right. He's looking to J.D. right now. Beautiful catch by J.D. Dawson. Good for about 19 and a half yards. Going to bring up a 4th and 1. The Revolution going to hurry up to the ball. 4th and 1. Good catch by J.D. Dawson. Charlie Peterson threw it a little too high, but J.D. does a great job of making the catch. And the Wasatch Revolution used their final timeout of the half. They want to discuss this 4th and about 1.5, 2 yards. Eric Drage back out there to talk with the guys. There's 49 seconds left in this half, and time's not going to be an issue as long as the Revolution keep the ball in the air. They should be just fine. But they don't have any timeouts left. They've used their last timeout on this play to discuss the 4th down and how they should get it. Now, if they do run for the 1st down, they need to hurry back to the ball, possibly spike it. But the time does stop with the 1st down. So it'll be interesting to see what they decide to do. Just 2 yards, and with that huge offensive line for the Wasatch Revolution, it seems as if running the ball would be a good option under normal circumstances. But without any timeouts and just 49 seconds left, they may decide to get the 1st down through the air. So here we go, 4th down. Charlie Peterson the shotgun again. He's got 2 wide receivers to his left, J.D. Dawson to the right. Trying to pull him off. They decide to go with the run to Vehunken. He's got enough for the 1st down. He stretches for it, and he does have it. Good for 4 yards on the play and a 1st down for the Revolution. The referees are discussing something. The chains have not moved yet. They're talking about measuring, but it looked like he had the. You see, quick hand up right here. Good job by the offensive line. There was nobody to touch Vehunken until he had the 1st down, and that's when Matt Murray was able to make the tackle. So they need to move the chains right now. Nobody from the chains are moving. All right, now they're moving the chains. It's 1st and 10 for the Wasatch Revolution from the 26-yard line. Clock is moving, even though now it's moving. There's 32 seconds left. Peterson in the shotgun. He looks to Lane quickly. Lane catches the ball. Tackle made by Tyler Koneski, and the Revolution need to hurry now. 22 seconds and counting. They're at the 20-yard line. Peterson in the shotgun again. There's a flag. Looks to Ave Hunkin to the side. He needs to get the first down or get out of bounds. And he gets more. He is out of bounds at the 7-yard line. There are 2 flags on the play. I believe the second play is going to be called a clip. It was very close, but I believe the ref is going to call it a clip. Got out of bounds with 6 seconds left. Revolution are bringing in Golden Wetman for the long field goal. There was the clip right there. You can see it right at the end. And then the tackle made by Mason Dutton on Ave Hunkin. The referees are discussing the 2 penalties and how to mark it off. False start on offense. An illegal block in the back. So the false start, once again, was declined. Which I need to learn the rules because I thought that was a dead ball penalty. So they're going to go back 10 yards for the block in the back and redo second down. It's going to be second and about 13. Yeah, there's some fans and coaches yelling, hey, if it's a false start, it's a dead ball. Play should be blown dead. So there's some confusion right there from the referees. Now it appears as if they've only marked it back 5. Well, I don't know why they marked it back 7. It's interesting. Well, Golden Wetman's on to kick a 44-yard field goal from the right hash. J.D. Dawson to hold. Holds up, kicks up. Long enough, appears to be off to the right, and that is what the refs are going to call. And that'll do it for the first half. The Wasatch Revolution lead the Rocky Mountain Mud Ducks 15-7. The refs are asking for 2 seconds. So even though the clock went to 0, the refs are asking for 2 seconds to be placed back on the clock so that the Mud Duck offense can run one last play before the half. So the Mud Ducks bring their offense back on the field. The Revolution are in a prevent defense. Let's prevent the 80-yard touchdown because all they have time for is one play. The Mud Ducks line up with 4 wide receivers and Soder in the shotgun. So it appears they're going to try something. Two wide receivers each side of Soder. Takes the snap. Revolution bring 5. He's going deep. Going for everything. Throws it intercepted by Sean Harper. He's bringing it back. This could be bad for the Mud Ducks, but Sean Harper goes down at the 38-yard line, and that will end the first half of play. Wasatch Revolution lead the Rocky Mountain Mud Ducks 15-7. Here's Soder right here, just heaving it out there, but Sean Harper was having none of it in that deep prevent defense, ready for it. There he is with the pick right there, and he starts to bring it back. For a while there, it looked like he might make something of this play. Makes a couple cuts here, takes a couple of blocks, and then goes down. So that's halftime here.
I'm with Eric Drage, the head coach of the Wasatch Revolution and the second best wide receiver in the history of BYU after Austin Collie. That was tough to take with that record being broken, right?
Yeah, I thought you were going to say second best after you, but all right, we'll take that.
I'm a lot further down that list. Thanks a lot. Coach, talk to us about the preparation this week in practice for the Wasatch Rev.
You know, we had bad weather Thursday night. We didn't get a chance to practice, so we're going just straight off of our last game, and hopefully we made some adjustments in the locker room and a little bit on the field, and we're just going with that.
Talk to us about the health of your quarterback, Charlie Peterson.
Well, his hamstring's bothering him pretty bad. We're hoping that, you know, we can get in a situation where we can get him out of the game, get a little rest. But, you know, we'll see. He's a baller. He's gritty and gutty, and he doesn't want to come out of the game.
Defensively, what about the Mud Ducks worries you the most?
You know, they got some big boys on their D-line that, you know, we've got to be ready to play. Although I got to tell you, I think the strength of our offense is the offensive line. So I think it's going to be a great matchup in the trenches.
Any trick plays in those first 10 when you scripted it?
No, we got a little middle screen, but it's not really a trick play. But, I mean, we haven't had enough practice time to put any trick plays in, so unfortunately.
All right, Coach, good luck in the game.
Thanks.
Welcome back to Cottonwood High School in Murray, Utah for this RMFL tilt between Wasatch Revolution and the Rocky Mountain Mud Ducks. The second half is just underway and starts with a kickoff. It appeared to be out of bounds. No, made it into the end zone. It's going to be a touchback, and the Wasatch Revolution are going to start from their own 20. Our offense was outstanding the first two series in the first half, going for 2 touchdowns. Then after that, they appeared to sputter. 2 turnovers and then a missed field goal in the next 3 possessions. We'll see if they got things figured out at halftime after talking things over. Peterson in the shotgun hands it off to Hayes Page, who is still going. Big first play for the Wasatch Revolution. Good for 19 yards. One ref spotting at the 39, the other the 40. We're going to give him 20 yards on that play.
20 yards run on the play, resulting play for the Wasatch Revolution.
You see right here, big holes, and Hayes Page has got some shifty moves. Good job. Strong, fast, quick. It takes 5, 6 Rocky Mountain Mud Ducks to get him down. So 1st and 10 for the Wasatch Revolution after a gain of 20 on the first play. Charlie Peterson in the shotgun once again. He's got Hayes Page. Once again, it's going to be a fake to Hayes Page. And a throw to Orlando Paloa, and he's got room to move. Trevor Jensen with a great block. Paloa still going down the sideline. One man to beat, and he's still up. Beats 2 guys all the way inside the 10. Fancy footwork. Huge play. Gain of 54 on the play from Charlie Peterson to Orlando Paloa.
17 Charlie Peterson and number 12, Orlando Paloa is good for 54 yards. And a Wasatch Revolution.
Now, you see right here, the play was broken up. A good job by Chris Rosales to read that well. Charlie Peterson adjusted, so did Paloa, and instead of a pitch, he ended up throwing it over the hands of Rosales, and Paloa did the rest after that. Runs down the field, makes a couple of guys miss. Huge play for the Wasatch Revolution. Now, the last 2 times the Revolution have been inside the 20 in the red zone, they have had problems both with the snap and the handoff. So we'll see what Charlie Peterson does right here. He's under center for just the second time this game. 3 running backs behind him. The give is to Paloa. He's got some room. Looks like he's just going to walk right into the end zone. Touchdown, Wasatch Revolution. Oh, they answered the questions about the offense. 3 plays, 80 yards. Orlando Paloa doing most of the work. Actually, most of the work. After a 20-yard gain by Hayes Page, Paloa got the next 60 yards. And now the Wasatch Revolution lead 21-7. Extra point pending by Golden Wetman. Just a minute and 23 seconds off the clock for that drive. Appears as if the offense is back. Snap is up, hold is down, and Golden Wetman, it is good. Wasatch Revolution now lead 22-7. A 3-play, 80-yard drive for the Wasatch Revolution to start the second half.
22, Rocky Mountain Mud Ducks, 7.
That's got to feel like a big blow to the gut for this Rocky Mountain Mud Duck team. After showing a little bit of momentum there in the end of the second half, their offense got a touchdown. Their defense was doing a good job of bending but not breaking. To give up a 3-play, 80-yard drive like that, it's got to be tough to take. So Golden Weapons back to kickoff. So far, he is 3 for 3 on kickoffs with 3 touchbacks. See if kicking the other direction makes a difference for him.
Number 11, Golden Weapons.
Back to return for the Rocky Mountain Mud Ducks, number 20 Sam Longy and 23 Dominic Cagle. Kick by Golden Weapon is a low line drive, and it is corralled by Sam Longan. He's got some room now, got some blockers ahead of him. Still on his feet, it's at the 27, makes it all the way to the 30, the best starting field position for this Mud Duck team so far today. We'll see what this Rocky Mountain offense has in store here in the second half. Josh Soder has had a lot of pressure all game from this front seven of the Wasatch Revolution. A lot of fast guys there in the linebacking core. It's been tough for Soder, but he's done a respectable job. Has a nice touchdown pass to Denver Lewis already, and a few nice throws, some deep balls. He's got 4 wide receivers in right now, 2 to each side. And he's going to fake the handoff and go right. He's got some room right there. It's a good athlete. It's good for about 10 and a half, 11 yards. Another first down for the Rocky Mountain Mud Ducks. Soder took a pretty hard hit there by Clint Ackerman, number 45 for the Revolution. And he is not getting up right now. See right here, he goes right. Does a good job. He's got some speed right there, and Ackerman sizes him up, and it's a hard tackle going that fast. He is yet to get up. Looked like he landed on the ball. Could be a wind issue. All right, he's up now. Looks as if he's going to be okay. Nothing wrong with his legs, at least. Yeah, he appears to be fine. It must have been got the wind knocked out of him. So the kicker punter, number 8, Brandon Balls, in to replace him for at least this play. Because of the official timeout, Soder is forced to sit out for at least one play. So Soder's going to take the ball from the shotgun. He's got Brian Bell to his right. 4 wide receivers. He's going to take it right up the gut. Brian Ball, lead block. Lots of room right there for Brandon Balzer, who takes it for 9 yards. Back-to-back big running plays for the Rocky Mountain Mud Ducks. Soder is back on the field. Getting the play from the offensive coordinator. The Mud Ducks are at midfield, 2nd and 1 right now. There's just under 10 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Second and 1. 4 wide receivers again. Revolution have 4 down linemen. They bring 5. Soder in the shotgun. Throwing the corner route. Got a wide receiver, Marcus Nelson, wide open on the corner. Good for 25 yards and another first down for the Mud Ducks. Beautiful throw on the corner route. Soder does a good job when he has some time to throw. He just hasn't had a lot of time today. Beautiful throw right there. Catch by Marcus Nelson. Good route. So 1st and 10 now for the Mud Ducks as they move down the field at the 24-yard line of the Wasatch Revolution. Soder's got his 2 running backs next to him, both Bell and Sam Longy. 1 receiver to the left, 2 to the right. He's in the shotgun again. He's going to fake the handoff. He's going to take it himself. There are a lot of red jerseys there. Maybe not a great idea. Clint Ackerman and Casey Sutera in on the tackle. Loss of 4, maybe 5 yards on the play. See right there, he fakes it to Sam Longy, and there's Casey Sutera waiting for him. Clint Ackerman gets him from behind. If those two didn't get to him, Mike DeVoe, number 4, would have had him. Front 7 for the Wasatch Revolution. They were ready for that.
From the 29-yard line.
So 2nd down and 15 with 8 minutes and 20 seconds left. Mud Ducks come out with 3 wide receivers to the right. Cody Bergen, wide receiver to the left. Soder in shotgun. Ball blocking for him. Pump fakes it once, finds his wide receiver. Preston Sweeney, beautiful catch, takes a hit, but holds on to the ball. Good for 10 yards and bringing up a 3rd and 5. See Soder right here, he drops back. He's got time, he pump fakes right there, which helps his man Sweeney get open. Then Sweeney right here makes a beautiful catch. Takes a hard hit from Robbie Thompson, but he's able to hold on to the ball. So 3rd and 5 right now. 7.5 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter. Soder's in the shotgun with 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side. And they get the Revolution to jump off sides. Only 4 guys from the Revolution jumped off sides. Referees once again discuss just to make sure that's what they see. Make sure none of the Mud Ducks jump first. That's going to go against the defense. Might be enough for a 1st down. We'll see when they mark it off. So it appears it's going to be a 3rd and less than 1 yard. Got the ball marked right there on the 15, and that's where the 1st down is, just inside the 15. So 3rd and about a half a yard. Soder in the shotgun again. He's got Longy to his right. He's going to fake it to Longy, take it himself, but he gets crushed by a combination of Revolution linebackers. The first one in was Taryn Hatch. No gain on the play, so 4th and about a yard. They're going to go for it. Down 22-7 here in the 3rd quarter. Feel as if they've got nothing to lose right here. They're down 2 scores, and they're definitely going to need to start scoring as the time runs down. Joshua Soder's going to take it from the shotgun once again. He has Brian Bell to his right, and he's looking to pass on 4th and an inch, and he finds a guy who takes a big hit. I believe that's Denver Lewis again, the recipient of the touchdown pass in the 2nd quarter, and it is. Great catch by Denver Lewis.
Guys, by number 3, Josh Soder. Number 1, Denver Lewis.
Going across the middle. Knows he's going to pay for it. You see right there, he catches it and takes the big hit, but holds on to the ball.
Just inside the 10-yard line.
Refs spot the ball at the 10-yard line, and it's 1st and goal from there. Mud Ducks line up in their standard set with 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side. Sam Long eats to Soder's left. The give is to Sam Longy, and he is caught up by Clint Ackerman right at the line of scrimmage and able to drag him for about a yard. 2nd and 9.
Number 27, Longy, gave him 1 on the play. 2nd and 9. 2nd goal from the 9-yard line.
So 2nd and goal for the Mud Ducks right now with 5 minutes and 47 seconds left to play. Soder in the shotgun again. Brian Bell to his right. He's got 4 wide receivers. Shotgun's up. The give is to Brian Bell. He's got some room. Sutera slows him down. A couple of Revolution players come in on the tackle. Ackerman, Justin Walker's in there. Good for about 5 yards, bringing up a 3rd and goal from the 4-yard line. Big play right here for the Mud Ducks. Based on that last 4th and a half yard, I'd be willing to bet they'd go for it again if they don't get it right here. Whistles are blown by the refs. It appears as if the Revolution want to take a timeout and talk things over on defense.
Wasatch Revolution, their first charge, timeout of this half.
So with 4 minutes and 40 seconds remaining, the Revolution lead 22-7 here on
Fumble on the play.
The recovery, that's the running back, Brian Bell on the recovery. Bringing up a 4th and goal from the 25-yard line. I don't know what kind of leg this kicker has. This would be about a 42, 43-yard field goal. Whistles blow the play dead. I think the referees want to discuss something. There's a timeout by the Mud Ducks.
Their first charge, timeout of the half.
Now, an interesting thing on that last play that the Mud Ducks might want to discuss with the referees is Casey Sutera recovered the fumble and actually had possession of it. So that's a change of possession right there. And then when Sutera fumbled the ball, it was a change back to the Mud Ducks. So depending on whether the referees believe that Sutera had the ball long enough and actually had possession of the ball, this could be a 1st and 10 for the Mud Ducks. But it doesn't appear. So I believe that's what Coach James Bubba Cherry is saying to the referee right now. He's saying, shouldn't we have a 1st down because they recovered the fumble and then fumbled it themselves? Nevertheless, the referees are not buying it, and they are setting up for a field goal. 4th and goal from the 25-yard line. Brandon Balzer in to attempt the 42-yard field goal. Harold Reagan back close to the goalpost in case it's short. He'll have an opportunity to return it. Snap is up, hold is down. Long enough. Appears as if he hooked it to the left. Had plenty of leg on the kick, just hooked it to the left. So with 3 minutes and 56 seconds left, the Wasatch Revolution offense will be back on the field after a beautiful first drive of the second half where they went 80 yards in just 3 plays. Wasatch Revolution defense gave up a lot of yards on that last drive, but in the end they held strong, and the score is still 22-7 for the Revolution. Peterson's going to take the snap from the shotgun. He has Ave Hunkin to his right, 2 wide receivers to his left, a tight end and a receiver to his right. He looks left, still going to go left. He's trying to get it to Tyson Wagner, but overthrows him. Good coverage on the play. There is a flag. Maybe some illegal contact from the defensive back. We'll see what the refs say here. Yeah, holding on the defensive back. May have been a double move again on the left side, giving an opportunity to Tyson Wagner to make a big play. The cornerback on the right side of that defense for the Mud Ducks held him, wasn't going to allow him to get that double move in. So 1st and 10 once again for the Wasatch Revolution, now from their own 30-yard line. Revolution offensive line runs to the line. Trevor Jensen once again playing in that tight end position, but from a 2-point stance. Peterson's right. Comes back, it's a quick pass to Ave Hunkin underneath, makes the first man miss, and he's got some room. That's 15, 17 yards on the play, 18-yard reception by Ave Hunkin. Made the first man miss, and there was nobody left for a little while until he got 18 yards down the field. Great play by the Wasatch Revolution, another first down for this offense.
1st and 10 for the Wasatch Revolution.
You see right there, Charlie Peterson sets it up as a screen, gets it to a Hunkin quick, and right there you see him make Mason Dutton miss on the tackle and able to get an additional 17 yards after the missed tackle. Big missed tackle right there by Dutton. So 1st and 10, Revolution with 2 wide receivers to the left. J.D. Dawson to his right. Hayes Page goes in motion in the backfield. The give is to Hayes Page. He's got a little bit of an opening right there. Good for about 5-6 yards. Tackle made by Bridger Dutton, the brother of the aforementioned Mason Dutton. So 2nd down and 4 for the Revolution. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in this 3rd quarter. Vay Hunkin's taking a breather, coming to the sideline for the Revolution. We're going to let Hayes Page stay in there for a little while. 4 wide receivers for the Revolution, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Peterson takes a snap. The give is to Hayes Page again. A lot of room right there. He could be gone. He's still going. 1 man to beat right there. Very good tackle by James Lowe to save the touchdown. It appeared as if Hayes Page was gone. Gain of 40 yards on the play for Hayes Page. Huge hole up front. Got to give the offensive line credit right there, because right here, Hayes Page gets the ball from Charlie Peterson, and nobody even touches him until he's far down the field. And that's when James Lowe comes in. Little attempt at a stiff arm by Hayes Page, but James Lowe does a good job of bringing him down at the 5-yard line. So 1st and goal for the Wasatch Revolution from the 5-yard line. Last series, they were in a similar situation, and they brought in 3 backs, handed it to Orlando Paloa, and it was an easy touchdown. It appears as if they've got 3 backs once again. This time, Paloa is not in the tailback position. He's alongside of A. Hunkin, and they've got Hayes Page as the tailback. And it's a pitch out to Page. Paloa with the lead block. Page has got a chance. Gets about 4 yards down to about the 1.5-yard line, bringing up a 2nd and goal with just over a yard to go.
Run by number 13, Hayes Page, gain of 4 on the play. 1st and goal, or 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line.
So 2nd and goal for the Wasatch Revolution. They're going to stick with the 3 running backs. No substitutions made for the offense. With that huge offensive line, Charlie Peterson goes under center. You'd imagine this could be a pretty easy play up the middle with that big line. And there it is right there. Hayes Page with the touchdown. Lead block from Orlando Paloa.
1 yard, good for Wasatch.
Touchdown for the Wasatch Revolution once again. 3rd rushing touchdown of the game for the Revolution.
Point number 11, Golden Weapon.
Brings the score to 28-7 for the Revolution. Golden Wetman in for the extra point. You see Hayes Page there on the touchdown. J.D. Dawson to hold. Snap is up. Holds down. Kick is long and good. 29 points for the Wasatch Revolution to just 7 for the Rocky Mountain Mud Ducks. So with 1 minute and 38 seconds left, this Mud Duck offense will take the field with a 22-point deficit and need badly to get something going here if they have any chance to get back into this game. After 3 touchbacks for Golden Wetman kicking north, his first kick south was a short line drive that was returned all the way to the 20. Wonder if it was a directional thing or just a coincidence that he happened to kick a line drive. We'll see what Golden Wetman does on this this opportunity to kick.
Through the viewfinder instead of through that thing.
We talked about it earlier. The Mud Ducks are a young, very young team. I talked to a couple of the players before the game, and the Revolution said the average age for the Mud Ducks versus the Revolution is about a 10-year difference. Most of these guys for the Mud Ducks are in their early 20s, and most of the players for the Revolution are over 30. Definitely a difference in age and experience right there. The ball fell off the tee for Golden, so he's setting it up once again. Minute and 38 left. The Revolution are set for the kickoff. Low line drive once again, and it is returnable once again. That's Marcus Nelson on the return. Got some room right there past the 30-yard line all the way to the 36-yard line. Good return and decent field position for this Rocky Mountain Mud Duck offense. On the first possession of the second half for the Mud Duck offense, they did a very good job marching the ball down the field. First down after first down. They got the ball inside the 5, had a 3rd and goal from about the 2-yard line when Soder ended up getting sacked. Well, he got sacked, he fumbled it, and then Sutera picked up the fumble but didn't quite have possession until he got all the way back to the 25, where the Mud Ducks eventually recovered it and went for a long field goal and didn't get it. So they got no points out of a drive in which they got it inside the Revolution 5-yard line. First and 10 for the Mud Ducks. Soder in the shotgun, 4 wide receivers. Drops back to pass. It's a quick pass right there. He's got a wide receiver wide open on a stop route. Catch is made by Devin Keeling. Good for 12 yards and a first down for the Mud Ducks. First time we've called that name today. Good catch by Devin Keeling on the quick 10-yard stop route.
Pass number 3, Joshua Soder, number 83, Devin Keeling. Gain of 11 on the play. First and 10.
With just over a minute to play in the third quarter, the Mud Ducks line up at their own 48-yard line with 4 wide receivers once again. This is their standard set. Brian Bell alongside quarterback Josh Soder there in the shotgun. Clock is running. Now inside a minute. Give is to Brian Bell. Makes the first man miss, but is not going to make Nelly Asa miss. That's a tough name for me. Nelly Asa on the tackle, loss of 2 yards. You see right there, Brian Bell makes the first guy miss, but Nelly is not having any of that. Tackle made, 2-yard loss. So 2nd and 12 now for the Mud Ducks. They're at their own 46-yard line. Just under 30 seconds to play in the third quarter. Once again, 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side. Brian Bell alongside Josh Soder on his right. Denver Lewis in motion. It's the reverse and a pitch back. Block is made. It's got some room, but he decides to cut back the field. Dominic Cagle trying to make a few too many moves, and after all of that, there's no gain on the play. Tackled at the line of scrimmage. And that should do it for the third quarter. You see right here in the handoff to Denver Lewis. He's able to get the pitch even though Tracy Eade almost brings him down. Dominic Cagle takes the ball back. It appeared as if he had some room, but he decided he wanted to cut back once again. Saw a lot of red shirts. Cuts back right into the oncoming Tracy Ida and the Clint Ackerman. Good for no gain on the play. So that's the end of the third quarter. The Wasatch Revolution are leading the Rocky Mountain Ducks 29. We're back. Ball is up on third down. 3rd and 11. The pass was intended for J-Mo Owens.
And J-Mo turns into the defensive back and is able to prevent the interception. Sean Kelly on the coverage had a chance at an interception until J-Mo batted it down. So that'll bring up a 4th and 11 for the Mud Ducks.
4th and 11 from the
They bring in their punter, Brandon Balzer, and Josh Soder is heading to the sideline. It appears as if the Mud Ducks will punt and give the ball back to the Wasatch Revolution offense. Now, they have tried a fake already today. And Balzer had a wide receiver open but overthrew him. It would not have mattered anyway because there was a false start penalty on the play. So 4th and 11 from their own 47-yard line. There is nobody back deep to return the kick. And it looks like it might be a fake. Balzer's running around trying to find somebody. He's trying to get it by himself. He's got a long way to go and a lot of red shirts. He got it. It appears as if he got the first down. Huge play by Brandon Balzer. I'm not sure the rest of the team knew that's what he was trying to do. Looked as if he was looking for a receiver, but maybe they didn't know it was a fake. I don't know, but Balzer does this all by himself. Makes Tracy Ida, the Tracy Ida, miss right here. Comes down the field. At this point, he is not looking to throw the ball. He just wants to run and get that first down. A lot of red jerseys, but good blocks right there. Makes just enough moves to get the first down. Gets tackled just over the mark. So 1st and 10 now for the Rocky Mountain Mud Ducks. Maybe I got a little bit ahead of myself. They are going to measure this. The guy with the spot has given him well past the first down, but he is incorrect. They're going to measure this and see if it's actually a first down. The Rev defense is still on the field, and the Mud Duck offense is there. It's a first down. Got it by more than half the length of the football. So first down for the Mud Ducks at the Revolution 42.
First and 10 from the Revolution 42-yard line.
Well, the Revolution on that last play didn't even have a returner back. It appeared as if they were ready for the fake, and it didn't matter. Brandon Balzer did everything he could to get the 11, 12 yards needed for the first down and bring Joshua Soder and this Mud Duck offense back on the field. Soder in the shotgun, 1st and 10, 4 wide receivers in. Revolution bring 4. Passes up. Good catch. He's up. And he is marked down before the first down marker. I think there was a whistle. The RMFL has the rule that you can get back up if nobody touches you, but I don't know if these refs actually know that because the whistle was blown as soon as he hit the ground. There's nobody around him. He goes to get back up and actually gets the first down when he gets back up. But the ref had already blown the ball dead. They're going to give him the first down right here.
Number 3, Josh Soder, is good for a first down.
So 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On the play. 1st and 10 from the Wasatch Revolution 31.
That was Denver Lewis on the catch. He of the first half touchdown for the Mud Ducks and the only score they've had. I think the refs are discussing that very fact right now, that the players can get back up if they're not touched, just like the NFL. This is not college rules when it comes to that. Refs are still discussing it right now. Here's if the ref is going to, head referee's going to explain it to us. But he does not have a microphone, so I don't know who he's explaining it to. Or his microphone didn't work. So
I didn't hear what he said.
They're going to replay the down. I know they're reset the ball and replay the down.
it appears as if they're going to replay the down, and I'm not sure why.
Folks, we are replaying the previous down.
Oh, wow, this is bad for the Mud Ducks. So someone's explaining that it was an inadvertent whistle, and by rule, they redo the play. That's what somebody's explaining to me. I'm not positive that's exactly what's going on, but that's what they've done.
Well, if they want to change, they'll
Well, the mountains right there, as you see, with a lot of snow. Utah woke up to some snow this morning on April 30th. Still some snow. So 1st and 10 for the Mud Ducks. They got to do the play again, even though they got 10, 11 yards on the play. Unfortunate for this Mud Duck offense that's been working so hard against the Revolution D. Soder back in the shotgun, 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side. No chance for Soder. 3 Wasatch Revolution members in there. Sean Matongi, the first one in. Justin Walker was also in on the play, as well as Nelly Asa. So big change of momentum right there. The Mud Ducks go from an 11-yard first down to a 10-yard sack.
Loss of 10 on the
So instead of
quarterback
1st and
sack
10
on
at the
previous play.
31, now they're at their own 49, looking at a 2nd and 20.
Mud Ducks 49-yard line.
Soder back in the shotgun. 10 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Revolution bring 5. Quick pass out. He's got a man. It's Cody Bergen on the reception. Good for about 12 yards.
Number 3, Josh Soder. Good to number 4, Cody Bergen for 10 yards.
So 3rd and 9 now for the Rocky Mountain Mud Ducks. They come to the line quickly.
3rd and 9.
Under 10 minutes to play, and they're down at least 3 scores, 22 points. 4 wide receivers in again. Brian Bell to the left of Joshua Soder. Crossing route to Denver Lewis. This is how they got their first touchdown. And Denver Lewis, good for another first down. Tripped up by Golden Wetman, the kicker slash safety, but not until he had passed the first down marker. Another first down for this Mud Duck offense. Clock is rolling here in the 4th quarter. 9 minutes to play, 29-7 for the Wasatch Revolution. 4 wide receivers once again, 2 to each side for Josh Soder in the shotgun. Soder looking left, doesn't have a lot of time, still on his feet, looking for a man, finds a man wide open, over Harold Reagan. It's a catch down to the 1-yard line. Catch made by Devin Keeling, his 2nd catch of the game. Soder using his legs to keep the play alive and give Keeling time to get open in the back, almost enough for a touchdown. Harold Reagan just missed it by a fingertip, and now the Mud Ducks are threatening to score for the 2nd time this game. 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. 8 minutes and 50 seconds left to play. So Soder is actually going to go under center. We've not seen this yet. He's taken just about every snap from the shotgun. But he's taking it from under center. And they give this to Brian Bell, and he's got a little bit of room around the outside, but it is, well, that room went away pretty quickly as Harold Reagan and Clayton Wolf made up some ground quickly. It looked right here like Bell had a chance at the end zone, but Hagan and Wolf, very fast guys, came in and made sure that didn't happen. Loss of 2 on the play, bringing up 2nd and goal from the 3-yard line. I'd imagine the Mud Ducks would go back to the shotgun after their one play under center that didn't work. Josh Soder is indeed in the shotgun, back in their standard set, 4 wide receivers. He sends wide receiver Marcus Nelson in motion. Good for the touchdown, but there is a flag on the play. I don't know if it's illegal motion or if somebody else moved. But the fact that that ref did not signal touchdown usually means that's going to be against the Mud Ducks. False start against the Mud Ducks. Somebody moved.
Mud Ducks, repeat 2nd down.
So after getting the ball all the way down to the 1-yard line, they lose 2 yards on the first play. Then a 5-yard penalty brings up 2nd and goal from the 8. Good play call by the Mud Ducks. It worked. You just got to have all your guys follow the rules, and jumping early is not one of those rules you can break when you're trying to score.
Offensive line for the Mud Ducks gets set. Joshua Soder once again in the shotgun. Got Sam Longy to his left. 4 wide receivers again, 2 to each side. Snap is up. A few guys coming. It's a corner route right there. Fade route to J-Mo. Overthrown out of the back of the end zone, but good coverage by Sean Harper.
Pass by number 3, Joshua Soders, incomplete.
That'll bring up a 3rd and goal from the 8-yard line for the Rocky Mountain Mud
Third
Ducks.
goal from the 8-yard line.
This was a case of the quarterback deciding where he wanted to throw before the play even started. He wanted to go to J-Mo, even though J-Mo was not open. Had a couple of other guys with their hands up in the air, namely Dominic Cagle, who thought he was open, but Soder had already decided he wanted to go that route. So 3rd and goal from the 8-yard line. Soder takes the snap from the shotgun, looking to Cagle, and had him open, but just barely overthrew him. So 4th down and goal. It appears as if they're bringing in their kicker, Brandon Balzer.
4th and goal from the 8-yard line.
Soder staying on the field. They may be going for it. Brandon Balzer could be coming in as a wide receiver. Soder's looking to call timeout, and that he does. So timeout is taken as they discuss this big 4th down play. They've yet to score in the second half. Scored 1 in the second quarter. And now they trail the Wasatch Revolution 29-7 with 8 minutes left. Soder's played a pretty good game today considering the reputation of this Wasatch Revolution defense, and especially with the pressure he's had to deal with all game. 5, 6, 7-man blitzes. And he's dealt with it all in stride, making nice plays and extending plays with his legs, finding his receivers and doing everything he can out there. He does have the 1 touchdown pass to Denver Lewis that occurred in the second quarter. He's made quite a few plays since. And the offense actually in this second half has moved well. In their first possession, they brought it down inside the 5, weren't able to come away with any points. And now this time they brought it down to the 1-yard line, and we'll see here on 4th down if they can come away with any points. So Soder's going to take the ball from under center on this 4th and 8. Takes from under center and does not have any time. Clint Ackerman didn't even let him throw the ball. He was looking to J-Mo Owens once again, but did not have any time, and he is upset right there as he walks off the field. He's yelling at somebody or himself. He's mad at something. See right here, Ackerman right through there. He did not even have time to throw the ball.
2. Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
So turnover on downs for the Mud Ducks. The Wasatch Revolution will bring their offense back onto the field. 85 yards in front of them. Charlie Peterson is now out of the game. They have got Robbie Thompson in at quarterback. No, that's James Fontaine. I apologize, the lefty. And the first give is to Orlando Paloa, and he is tough to bring down. 12-yard gain on the play for Orlando Paloa, right off tackle, making it easy for James Fontaine as he comes into the game for Charlie Peterson.
Orlando Paloa run gain for 12 yards. Good.
See right there, he goes off tackle.
First down.
Doesn't have anybody even touch until he's about 7 yards down the field, and then he runs over the safety and gets about 5 more yards after that. It's tough being Brandon Smith right there. You see Orlando Paloa coming full speed, and you lower your head, and Smith actually took the hit on that play. So 1st and 10 for the Revolution. James Fontaine in the shotgun. He looks to Hayes Page. He actually looks the wrong direction. It appears that there's a fumble right there. I'm going to sort this out and see what happens. There is a flag on the play as well.
Fumble on the play.
It's a fight for the ball right now, and it appears as if it is a Wasatch Revolution ball. Hayes Page was able to get it back. You see right here, he fumbles right there at the end of the play. Fontaine jumps in trying to get to it. Revolution do get the ball. Loss of 7 on the play, but there is a flag, and they're sorting this out.
Hopefully today you don't have to shoot.
Yeah, let's just hope you're not shooting
I mean, it'd make news for us. But
So holding on the Revolution, and that penalty is going to be declined. Mud Ducks are going to take that 7-yard loss, which will bring up a 2nd and 17
Penalty is declined. 2nd 17
from their own 20.
from the Wasatch Revolution
James
20-yard
Fontaine
line.
is shotgun with 3 wide receivers to the right. He's got Orlando Paloa next to him. Does have 1 tight end to his left, and there's another flag. I don't know what this is for. Oh, he's waving it off. I think he thought there were too many players on the field, and he apologizes for messing up.
he's lost his abacus.
3 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left for James Fontaine, who's in for Charlie Peterson. Orlando Paloa to his right. Takes a snap. He's going to roll right, which is tough for a left-hander. He's got a lot of room there. He's throwing it deep. He's got a man wide open. Tyson Wagner's got nothing but green in front of him. This is going to be an easy touchdown. 80-yard touchdown pass by James Fontaine. There is a flag on the play. Defensive coordinator for the Mud Ducks is upset at the referee.
Pass by number 10, James Fontaine, complete to number
But
8,
because everyone's
Tyson
moving down, it
Wagner
appears
for
as
an
if the flag will be
80-yard
against the
touchdown.
Mud Ducks, and the
Flag on
touchdown
the
will
play.
stand. Welcome to the Revolution, James Fontaine. What a debut. His first pass is an 80-yard touchdown to Tyson Wagner. They haven't called what the penalty is yet, but it's obviously against the Mud Ducks because the Revolution are lining up for the extra point.
He didn't say yet. He hasn't caught it. He just been back there. She was the one that threw it, so he had to go back to the snap. Nobody got up for him. Didn't shoot out by these guys.
Referees are discussing again what he's going to call. I can't imagine they're going to bring it back after everyone's lined up for the kick. Big discussion.
Dead ball. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Defense.
So it's an unsportsmanlike conduct. Dead ball. I wonder if that's against the defensive coordinator. He was upset and he was on the field yelling at the ref, wanted to give him a piece of his mind. I'm not sure what that was
15 yards
for.
on the kickoff for that penalty.
They're going to get 15 yards on the
Golden
kickoff.
Wetman.
So Wetman for the extra point. Hold is down. Kick is right through the uprights.
Extra point is good.
So the Revolution now have a 36-7 lead over the Rocky Mountain Ducks.
36.
We have just under 7 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. We're going to go ahead and take a break here from Cottonwood High School, reporting from KPDR, or K-Powder.
In our world, nothing compares to an A&W float. Creamy soft serve splashing in a frosty cold mug of genuine A&W draft root beer. It's simply the best. And now try our new orange float, only at A&W.
What kind of music you guys want me to play during the game? So we've had some Katy Perry, some Britney Spears.
We're going to take a 7-minute break. Come back to Game of Field. We'll be back in 7.
This game is being brought to you by BATC Media, Grig Media, Larry Sewell Productions, and we'd also like to thank KPDR, our carrier, Larry Sewell, who's doing all the work in the truck to make this magic happen. I'm Toby Christensen, doing both the color and the play-by-play today. Thank you, Larry. Golden Wetman lining up for another kickoff from the 50-yard line. This would be easy for him to get a touchback. Be interesting to see if they pooch it, kick a line drive, onside kick. See what the Revolution decide to do here as they kick off from the 50-yard line. And they do the quick kick, and it is returnable. Got guys down there. Sean Kelly almost on the tackle. Turner, I believe that was Marcus Nelson on the return. Makes some shifty moves, brings it back to the 16.
5-yard line, return to the 16-yard line. That's a gain of 11 yards on the return. It'll be the Mud Ducks ball, first and 10 from the 11-yard line.
So 1st and 10 for this Mud Duck offense from the 17-yard line. 6 minutes and 51 seconds left to play. Revolution have this game pretty much in hand with the 29-point lead. It's an opportunity for some of the guys that don't get as much playing time on defense to get out there and see what they can do. The offense had some substitutes on the last drive with James Fontaine coming in and finding Tyson Wagner for the 80-yard touchdown. They Hunkin, the running back, playing some cornerback right now. 3 wide receivers to the right for the Mud Ducks. Josh Soder finds Brandon Balzer across the middle. He's still going. There is a flag on the play that could be a hit in the back. As the play stands right now, it's good for 18 yards, but they are going to bring this back for a hit in the back. Balzer's upset about it, but he had nothing to do with it. You see right here, Soder's looking, finds Balzer across the middle. Nice play. Balzer makes a couple guys miss. He's got Walker in pursuit, and right here comes the hit. It's from the side. It's pretty close, but the referee in the back decided to throw the flag. So we're going to take it back from the spot. Saying the spot's the 31. So it'll still be 1st down. We're going to have one of those rare 1st and 7s. You don't see that very often in football, but that's what the Mud Ducks are going to have based on the spot foul. So Joshua Soder's back out. He's got 3 wide receivers to the right. Most of the game they've gone with a 4 wide receiver set, but 2 to each side. It's been balanced all game, but right now they've got trips to the right. Soder looks right, takes it. It's a quick pass out to Sam Longy, his running back. Doesn't have a lot of room to work with. Gain of about 2 actually with that 1st and 7 that we had. So now it's going to bring up a 2nd and 4 for the Mud Duck offense. Clock is rolling. We're at 6:10 and counting. Tackle was actually made by Ave Hunkin, the running back, who has come in to play some cornerback. Get some reps there in case he's ever needed. Trips left for the Mud Ducks. Soder in the shotgun. He's got his man Brian Bell to his left. 2nd and just over 4 yards. And there was some movement on the line of scrimmage. No whistle. Soder was about to get killed by a combination of Casey Sutera and Justin Walker, so he decides to spike the ball. I think one ref's calling the movement on the front line and the other ref's calling a intentional grounding. Referees have had a lot of time to spend together as they discuss each penalty flag that's thrown. These guys are going to know each other pretty well. So they're saying encroachment on the defense and intentional grounding on the offense. The play's offset, and they'll just redo the 2nd and 4. That's interesting because that really shouldn't be an intentional grounding. If the defense jumps early and they're about to kill you and the refs haven't blown the whistle yet, I would do the same thing. Just throw the ball. I don't want to get killed, but now he gets penalized for that? That's wrong. Soder back in the shotgun, 2nd and 4. He's got 3 receivers to his left. He's got Ave Hunkin bearing down. Makes a miss. Buys the time with his legs. Finds a receiver. Great job. 1st down on the catch by Preston Sweeney. Good for 11, 12 yards. Soder once again making plays with his legs. Had about 3 Wasatch Revolution defenders bearing down on him, able to scramble and buy just enough time for Sweeney to find the opening in the middle of the field. Good for another Mud Duck 1st down. As we approach 5 minutes left in this 4th quarter. At this point in time, the Mud Ducks are playing for pride. They're not in a hurry-up offense. They just want to score at least one more time before this game ends. Getting some reps for these young guys. 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side for Soder. Gets the ball, finds his man. It's bounced off of the hands of Marcus Nelson. Appeared as if Devin Keeling almost had an opportunity to catch it off the bounce, but incomplete pass for the Mud Ducks. See right here, Soder's looking for his guy. He tries to throw it over the defender right there. He does a good job, but it's still a little too high for Marcus Nelson to handle. So 2nd and 10 from their own 35. This young Mud Duck offense there. Just about 5 minutes left to play. Sam Longy in the backfield next to Joshua Soder. Soder once again has trips to the left this time. He's going to roll left. He's got Tracy Eda bearing down. He throws it deep. He's got a man, but Harold Reagan is back there and tips the ball before Dominic Cagle can make the play. Harold Reagan once again making a big play and breaking up a touchdown. Soder could have put just another foot or two on that. He may have had a chance at a long touchdown. So 3rd and 10 from their own 35-yard line. 39-7 for the Wasatch Revolution. Four wide receivers, 2 to each side for Soder. Sam Longy still in the backfield. The throw is to Longy. He makes a man miss. Got some room. Good for about 3 yards. Not close to the first down. It's going to bring up a 4th down. I believe the Mud Ducks are going to go for this. Not a whole lot of time left in the game. It's maybe their last opportunity to score with the ball here at the 38-yard line now. And they will be going for it. Soder's going to line up in their usual set. 4 wide receivers, balanced set, 2 receivers to each side. He's got his man Sam Longy to his right. Brandon Balzer in the slot on the right. That's the guy to look for. He's made some big plays already. Soder's already being pressured. Finds a guy, and they're going to call it a catch. Denver Lewis with a huge catch. Good enough for a first down. 7-yard catch. Now, there is no instant replay in the RMFL. We can see the replay right here, and that's tough to tell, but go ahead and give him the catch. Nice job by Denver Lewis. Ref said it's a catch, so there you go. They are the judge and jury out there. So the Mud Ducks live to play another down. They've got trips to the right. Soder's feeling good right now. Back-to-back completions. Right at 4 minutes to play. Soder rolls right. He's got a man. Overthrows J-Mo Owens, the former Wasatch Revolution wide receiver, now playing for the Rocky Mountain Mud Ducks. He knows a lot of those guys out there.
Give him another $5.
So 2nd and 10 for the Rocky Mountain Mud Ducks from their own 47-yard line. Joshua Soder in the shotgun has had a busy day today, dealing with the pressure from the Wasatch Revolution D. He's got 4 wide receivers in, 2 to each side. Going to take the snap from shotgun like he has most of the game. He's looking right and doesn't have a whole lot of time. Justin Walker and Suter, but he gets out of there. He's got some room to move. And good for 5 yards before Sean Kelly knocks him out of bounds. I'm not sure how he got out of that. Casey Sutera and Justin Walker were bearing down, and those are 2 big, fast guys. Give them credit for making a nice play. Here it is on the replay. Oh, we're not going to get a replay, actually, but if you did, you would have seen what a nice play he made. All right. Oh, here it is. Here it is. He's in the grasp of Walker. Sutera has a chance. His lineman comes to bail him out and help him, but he gets out of there. Great play by Soder. Positive yards on a play that could have been a loss of 5 or 6. So 3rd down and 5 for the Mud Ducks. Got a man across the middle. Brandon Balzer looked like he had a chance at it. May have short-armed a little bit because he felt Clint Ackerman coming, and Clint Ackerman's a hitter. There is a flag on the play. Personal foul, roughing